You know, it was an interesting time because I was just about to have my second baby. I had my second baby during COVID. I knew I was going to be home with my kids for a bit, and we were trying to think of something creative and special we could do. So this collaboration is so special and rare because it came through during a time when we weren't allowed to gather, and yet we found ways to create and collaborate more than we would even normally.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is video or picture?
Video.
You don't gotta have attitude, you gotta show your gratitude no matter what the doctor ordered. Keep your head up in the sky, eye on the prize, someday you're gonna be free.
Hey, what's the big idea?
In the ashes where we'll be found.
Song f***ing rocks. This is a
rocker.
It's been a while since
I've got you like you're just kind of there backlit. That's good.
Broken Social Scene, lead man Kevin Drew wrote a song called Lion's Mane. She's on the record, Dan's on the record. There's no poster of me in here. It's really fun.
what you mean to me.
We got wood piles in the back.
I'm here to play some piano.
Yeah! That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm just in the car, just driving from Regina to Saskatoon, and at like really big theaters. Yeah, it's a really nice time. For me, records have always been like a time capsule, encapsulating something of my life, and then being able to kind of visit those as keepsakes of time, and of course share them with other people. Who do you play with? I'm in a car. I'm just in the car. But there's something about being home and really grounding myself here in Nova Scotia for the first time, like not being on the road, not being touring, being able to spend time with my partner and making kind of a statement to each other that this is a place that we love, that this is where we are grounding our roots. It made me feel this new sense of pride about being Canadian that I want to celebrate. And the way that I do this is through song. Some of the artists I got to write with in person, but some of them were on Zoom, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go.
Are you there?
It was a lot of scheduling. It was a lot actually to kind of pull this together. It was patchwork.
Without your love. Right. Yeah. That's fucking good.
And it was a lot, okay? And with two toddlers, my brain was, So as you can see, the baby monitor's over there, and it's activated.
Doesn't impress me much now that you're gone.
I was conscious of the fact that I didn't want to just make a record that was like, oh, my best friends from home, because there's so many talented people in the music scene here. It's something that I value so much and that I am so proud to be a part of. That's the whole reason of this album, is to celebrate.
Easy come, easy go.
We are part of a generation of bands that came up in the 80s when there was a fatigue with international bands from Canadian audiences. We sounded and we reminded people of themselves for the first time. So they weren't trying to relate to Bruce Springsteen, and they weren't trying to relate to a British band. They looked like, okay, they're name-checking Canadian places. They look like us. I mean, if you look at the Tragically Hip, everybody knew somebody like members of the band. And so they're just engendered this real companionship between the audience and the bands. We've always been interested in having Jen on the tour, and so this just worked out. And she was extremely flexible because, of course, this tour was interrupted by the pandemic. So it was supposed to happen in January, and then it was all split up. So she's been really good to us and able to do these shows even though they're months apart.
Inside the secret corners of my mind, I gave you every chance. How I loved you, my romance. How I loved you. How I loved you. How I loved you.
Good?
How I loved you. How I loved you. How I loved you.
It's the latest from Jen Grant, How I Loved You, featuring beautiful voice of Amy Millan in there from Champagne Problems, due to drop on the summer solstice, otherwise known as June 21st. Champagne Problems is produced by Daniel Ledwell and Jen Grant.
Danny is really the head of the ship here. But I have been learning throughout the pandemic and stuff how to record myself because I need to be free and I want to be able to record stuff whenever I want. And he's very busy.
You're explaining this to me, drawing me a picture of this so that I won't call you in the middle of the day.
He's been guiding me and teaching me, and I've been learning stuff, and he is excellent to work with. Highly recommend.
Hi! Just adding tracks one by one, which feels wrong. Should be adding 4 at the same time. So what I've learned today is that the rhythm mics are delicate. And they are delicate not unlike a delicata squash. Please remember, rhythm mic, delicata squash, a delicate mic.
But I wanted more, Daddy. It's a long way back.
And then here, on the preamps, if you want to pad it, you just pad it, which is the same as using a maxi pad to stop the flow of your period. Thank you. Good night.
I will find you when the shadows meet. When you come around, there'll be no chains around me.
Here we are in beautiful Edmonton. Here's a building made of concrete. There's a sports shack. And here we are at, are we at CBC? We made it. Let's do some press.
East Coaster Jen Grant is a creative powerhouse. She's currently touring with Blue Rodeo. Jen joins us in studio ahead of her show tonight at the Jube. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
So you put out a video for the first single, Judy, off your new record, and I heard it's quite a family affair. What was the whole filming process like?
It was amazing. I have a reputation for bragging about my brother. His name is Daniel Grant. He's my favorite person and he's my hero. He is a cinematographer, and his wife, Tessa, was a director, Tessa Fleming. And just working with them, I mean, there's nothing that I like better. This was like a love project. So special. It's a song I wrote with my dear friend Kim Harris, who's a very talented singer-songwriter. It was a great experience for me to learn, how other people write songs and kind of just go with the flow of.
Well, you are working on a new album to be called Champagne Problems.
It's done, yeah.
Oh, it's done.
Oh, yeah, I even have the copies secretly. It's Eli's last day in the studio today. I'm wearing teal.
We can celebrate a little bit for finishing all the tracks yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
Coffee shop.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to Morley's.
It's a beautiful project. I collaborated with many of my favorite Canadian artists. It's all Canadian collaborations.
Kim Harris, Basia Bulat, Tim Baker, Hannah Georgas, Kevin Drew.
All co-written with people across the country.
Aquakultre, Dan Mangan, Joe Plaskett, Slow Leaves, Josh Pugh, Ria Mae. Is that everybody?
So the summer solstice is when it comes out.
Okay.
And I know that this one is going to be special for people.
Thank you so much for joining us today,
You
Jen.
are so welcome.
Singer and artist Jen Grant. She performs tonight and tomorrow with Blue Rodeo at the Northern Jubilee Auditorium. Here's the first single off her new record, Champagne Problems.
We did it. Can you hear it? Can you tell what that is? The Bahamas. All of these songs felt like they just came out organically, naturally, easy, even. Just such a gift. Everyone has given me a gift, but with these songs, and I will treasure this project forever.
Hoping to hear a song. Don't tell me now it's all in vain, that it's wrong.